Hi everyone, I'm Jodi and welcome to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here today. So if you've been following us in the series, then you know today is all about taking our daytime, everyday, no makeup look and turning it into a nighttime evening event look. If you did not see how we got this everyday, no makeup type look, then you'll want to check out this video right here that we filmed last week, and that will get you to this base of a everyday makeup type look. Now, a typical scenario that happens, especially during the holidays, you get home from work with a look similar to this and realize that you have some sort of an event tonight. So how quickly can we take our day look and turn it into this night look? I'm going to show you how. So if you're ready, let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is quickly change out of your clothes. Something simple in black is always a nice evening statement. Throw on some of your more sparkly earrings and you are halfway there. You want to just take a quick look at your makeup, make sure that your base, your foundation, your contour, your sculpting, your bronzer, and any highlight or blush is still where you want it to be. You may want to intensify it slightly by just adding the same technique that we did in our everyday makeup routine or that you did earlier in the day, just to give it a refreshed look. And then we're going to focus on the eyes. Now to start with the eyes, we'll want to take a dark eyeliner, preferably a dark waterproof eyeliner if you have oily skin, and waterproof if you tend to get sweaty and you need it to be on all night. I'm going to use a dark brown and I'm going to apply it to my hand first. And then I want to take a synthetic concealer type brush, so just a small synthetic brush, and a small fluffy eyeshadow brush. Now for this application, we're gonna have to work pretty quick because you want to be able to move this eyeliner around before it sets. So I want to start by sculpting out the eye, and I'm gonna start in this outer corner of my eye and just bring it in a little bit, not going above the crease, and just truly sculpting the look of an eye. So I want to start with the tip of that brush right in that eye socket and pull it out a little bit. Just to, again, sort of as if you were drawing an eye. Then I want to take my fluffy brush, blow it out on each of the edges, essentially softening the edges. And I don't want to go any higher towards my brow bone than the crease of my eye. And I don't want to go any more to the center of my eye than this outer third. Imagine we're going to create a halo eye, so you want to just keep it just like that and then blow it out. And the reason we want to use this eyeliner is because it stays longer and it almost acts as if it's an eyeshadow base. So now we're going to do that same thing, go back to the tip of the brush into the socket of your eye and go up and do the same thing. We're just sculpting out the eye. And then we're gonna blend it with our blending brush. Now the darker your skin tone, the darker color you're gonna wanna use. Same with lighter skin tone. The lighter skin tone you are from me, then the lighter shades and eyeliner shades you're gonna wanna use. That's just a baseline. From there, you can totally go darker if you want. If you have darker skin, you can go lighter if you want. It's the technique and the application that you wanna get down in this process. It's less about the colors and the shades because that's where the rules come in, and we don't like rules in makeup. And blur, blur, blur. And then we're gonna take the two areas that we have blended and connect them ever so lightly through the crease. Now, if you have hooded eyes, or if through age your eyes are becoming more hooded, then you wanna pull this color up higher over the hood or out a little bit, depending on how you want to shape your eye. In a general application, you'll just take this color that we're adding and go a little bit higher over the hooded eye or droopy eyelid. So you can see how that starts to sculpt your eye shape and turn it into a little bit more wide open round shape. And then when we add that shadow through the center of it, it's really gonna open up the eye. Next, I'm gonna go in with a small eyeshadow flat brush, and I'm gonna pick up an eyeshadow that is matte and just a tone lighter than the eyeliner we just applied. So I'm gonna use the Glam Palette by Natasha Denona, and I'm gonna pick up this Smoke, tap out anything that's extra. I'm gonna put it right over where we just put that eyeliner. Grab a fluffy brush and blend and soften. Filling in that inner V, cross the lash line up to the crease in just about a third of the eye, maybe less, and fluff. Blend. I shouldn't say fluff. There's actually a job as a fluffer. I won't go into what it is. So you can see the look is starting to come together. We're not quite there, so it may look a little crazy. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, add a little bit of that shadow and blend. This is a really pretty soft look. Now, of course, you could add false lashes to this look if you wanted to go real glam, if it's a black tie event or somewhere where you're wearing a real fancy dress and you think, yeah, I just want to notch up a little bit more, then you can go thicker with the eyeliner. You could take all of these techniques and apply a deeper or darker or more bold color and you'll get the same look, but you'll just take your look from an evening to a full out glam. Now you don't want these lines to be just straight or flat. You really want to sort of create this roundedness to the eye. And that happens by having this V where you're starting on this outer corner of your eye. You're kind of coming up, you're staying below the crease. On this side, you're going out from the lash line. You're going up to the crease and around. Now you guys may be thinking, if you just got home and found out there was an event tonight, this may feel like a long process. It really isn't. I'm just gabbing and talking too much. After you've done it a few times, you'll be a pro. Next, I'm gonna pick up that same brown eyeliner pencil that I used earlier, and I wanna go right on the lash line. I don't wanna go on the water line, and I don't wanna fall below the lash line. I wanna just go right where those lashes are and stopping before I get to that inner corner, because if you put a darker eyeliner on that inner corner, it tends to weigh your eyes down and make your eyes look heavy. And I don't know about you guys, but as I age and sleep is more of a premium, I don't want to look any more tired than perhaps I already am. So staying right on that lash line. Once you've brought it in where your lash line stops, then you want to take it up and around to the top of your lashes and create another V. So we want to stop at about that halfway mark. So just something like that. If you have oily skin or you start to have some hot flashes throughout the evening, you definitely want to use a waterproof eyeliner for this step. Then we want to take a small smudging brush and just smudge that ever so slightly so it doesn't look like any harsh lines. This is such a fun look during the holidays because you can get into golds and burgundies and deep purples and get real creative with your look. And that's what I love about the holidays, is it's almost like, there's never really any rules with makeup, but there's just certain times of the year, you guys know what I mean? You can just get right to the edge of your comfort zone and take one more step forward and pull out some of those colors that you maybe haven't touched all year that are in your palette. You think, okay, now is the time. So now that we've got that real soft, we want to take a flat eyeliner brush and we're gonna pick up a lighter shadow. So I'm sticking with the browns. I'm not ready to go real bold just yet after I just said all that. And I'm gonna pick up the color Crease, because I want to lighten that just a little bit so that it doesn't distract from what we're going to put in the center of our eye. And you're using this shadow not just to give a little bit of a smoke, but also to set the eyeliner that you just applied. So this is an important step. Think of it as when you use a little bit of powder on your face or your blush. It's that same process. We're just really setting it without giving it too much of a smoky eye. Coming together, it's looking good. I love it when I do these heavy makeup looks and then my husband comes home and is like, woo, today was a good makeup day for you. I said, I know. These earrings can serve as an inspiration for what I want to put on the center of my eye. So if you have a cream eyeshadow, now's the time to grab it, especially if it's got that kick or that boldness to it. If you have a dual chrome eyeshadow, or if you have a multi-chrome eyeshadow, you can also use those. You'll just want to spray them with a little bit of setting spray. I use the Mist and Fix to create a cream eyeshadow with a glitter eyeshadow. And I'm gonna do one eye of cream eyeshadow and I'm gonna do one eye of a powder eyeshadow that I'm gonna turn more creamy just so you guys can see the difference in the application. I think I can match the colors well enough that it'll look okay. So I'm just gonna take a concealer brush, a synthetic brush. This is the A505. And I'm gonna get a little bit of it on my brush and put it on the back of my hand just so I can smooth out, make sure there aren't any lumps or clumps in it. Pat it down really nice. And then I'm gonna go right into the center of my eye, looking back to sort of see where you have your eyeball curve. And I wanna go right down the center and then blend it up to the crease. And I'm not trying to blend it into the corners where we put the shadow, but I do want it to meet there and diffuse there and overlap just a hair. And then I want to press that in to make sure there are no areas or wrinkles that I did not cover and that it blends out nicely. If you have a sparkly eyeshadow that you want to use, you'll just grab a fluffy brush And I'm gonna use this setting spray. Whatever setting spray you have will work. Just avoid one that has alcohol in it because alcohol is very drying to the skin. That's why I like this one by Makeup Forever, the Mist and Fix. And you'll dampen that pretty darn good. And I will go into this center eyelid because I think that pretty closely matches the other color. Press it on really good. I think this is a little bit more difficult than doing it with a cream eyeshadow. If I'm going to use a halo glow in the evening, I do prefer a cream eyeshadow. I think it just goes on a little bit easier than this technique, but both work. So you can absolutely use the eyeshadow that you have if you have one that's got some highlight or a glimmer. Now, if you have darker skin, amber, rose gold would look really pretty here. If you've got lighter skin, then you could certainly go with a lighter iridescent pearl color. Any of those would work, and they would work on the opposite skin tone. So again, no rules, just a couple different ideas. And we're gonna press that in. I think those two colors match close enough. What do you guys think? Pretty good. Can't tell I have two different color eyeshadows on. Who cares? And then to set this, I wanna use a nice big fluffy size eyeshadow brush. I like to use one that I know is clean, doesn't have any other colors on it. In this case, I'm just gonna use this center color. Did not dampen my brush. And I'm just gonna put that over to set that cream or the wet eyeshadow. Now from here you can apply some false lashes, or you can just put on a few coats of mascara, or you could always use just some of the individual singles. I would probably opt for some of the singles, but I'm not going to use those today because I want to show you how you can achieve just a nice fluttery eyelash look with just mascara. And I'm going to start by using the Makeup Forever in 2 steps. So I'm going to go step 1. And because this is a look from us just getting home and getting ready to turn around and rush back out the door, we probably already have a coat of mascara on, which is great. It gives us a base. So I'm just going to go right over that original coat with this step 1. One of the things I love about this mascara so much is this small brush. And I love it because it's perfect if you like to go underneath. And we want to have the option to go underneath our lashes sometimes, and this smaller brush definitely allows you to do that. And before I apply the second coat, I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any cleanup areas on the sides of my eyes that I can just lightly hit with the concealer. Going back in with a light fluffy brush to blend out that concealer. And then tapping with my ring finger. I love diffusing concealer with a nice fluffy brush like this. It just gives a natural, soft, it's always been there kind of look to me. So that has been my new favorite way of applying concealer. And now we're ready for our second coat of mascara. And again, if you wanted to apply false lashes, this would be the time to do it. And it would really kick up this look without adding a whole lot of other product. That looks like I have false lashes on with this. This mascara is great. And as that coat of mascara dries, I'm just gonna go with a big fluffy brush and just brush off any fallout that may have happened during our eyeshadow application. Then I would apply quickly a third layer, being a waterproof mascara, and our eyes are done. Now we're gonna move on to the lips. Because our eyes are a little bit more on the dramatic, darker side, I'm gonna put together more of a nude lip combination. So I'm just gonna grab the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude liner. Line the lip and then fill that in. Of course, you can slightly overline if you need to. No judgment here. I know I do it. Then grab any lipstick that you have. I want it to not be a matte lipstick, but I don't want it to be super shiny to compete with the shiny on my ears and my eyes. In the essence of time, you can put your lipstick right on your lips. I just prefer to put it on my hand first. And start in the center, dab. And then to finish the look, I just want to go back and grab the eyeshadow that we set our eyeshadow with. Get a little bit of that, put it down the center of your lips. Wipe off all that makeup that's on the back of your hand, because otherwise that's gonna look crazy. And with that, you are ready for date night, PTO night, soccer games, holiday shopping, holiday parties, whatever is on your list for the evening. I hope you enjoyed this eyeshadow tutorial. It is a fun look. Again, you can glam it up even more with some false lashes or some dark brown or black eyeliner, and you are set. So have a great evening wherever you're headed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.